So now we will see apply method in JavaScript. So guys, basically with the apply method, you can write a method that can be used on different objects. So guys, this is similar to the call method that we have seen previously. So basically this apply method in JavaScript and the call method in JavaScript, they can be used when you want to access the method of object 1 by using object 2. So guys, let us understand this with the help of examples in VS Code over here. So simply I'm going to create a new file in this case. So as you can see, we have this apply method.js file over here. Now guys, simply what we will do is, let us say we create an object. This time we will name the object as person. It is equal to, and then we will provide the first name and the last name of the person over here. So let us say we have John as the first name and the last name, it is equal to Doe this time. And then guys, after this, simply we are going to have the display function over here that is going to return the combination of these two names, that is first name and last name over here. So simply we will have the return statement, and then inside the string literal we will say full name is, and then followed by first name and last name. So as you can see, we have full name is, first name and last name over here, which is going to be returned by using this particular display function inside this person object. Now guys, apart from this, let us say we have another object over here, and this time we will name it as player, and then it is again the object, and then again we are going to use the object literal over here, that is open and close curly braces. Now guys, this time we will provide the first name and last name once again. Apart from this, we will also have the age of the player. So let us say we have the first name as Smith over here, and the last name it is equal to Peter. So let me just provide the last name as the property, and also the age, let us say it is equal to 22 this time. So guys, these are the properties of the player object, that is first name, last name and the age. Now what if we want to access this display function by using the player object over here? So guys, it is not possible, as we have seen previously as well, with the help of the call method. So let us understand this once again. So over here we want to provide the console.log statement, and this time we want to provide the player object, and directly we can access these properties. So let us say we want to access the first name of the player object. So simply we can provide the first name property after the player object name. Let me just run this code over here by using the node command followed by the name of the JavaScript file. So as you can see, we are getting the value as Smith over here because we have printed the first name. But what if we want the full name by using the display function? Can we do that by using the player object? Let us see that as well. So simply we provide player followed by dot, and then as you can see we have the display function over here followed by open and close parenthesis. So guys, let me just save this file now. Let us see what will be the output. As you can see, we are getting error, player.display is not a function. That's because the display function is not belonging to the player object over here. So guys, in order to access this particular display function from the person object by using the player object, we can use the apply method over here. So simply we need to use the original object which is having the method, that is the person object over here. Since the person object is having the display method, so let us provide the person object this time followed by dot, and then we can provide the display method. So what if we call the display method directly by using the person object? Let us check that as well. Simply we will get the first name and the last name by using these values, that is John and Doe. So let me just confirm this by running this on the terminal. So as you can see, full name is John Doe, which is coming from these values of the first name and last name. But we want the first name and the last name of this particular player. So what we can do is, let me just remove these open and close parentheses. We simply have to provide dot followed by apply over here. So as you can see, it calls the function substituting the specified object for the this value of the function and the specified array for the arguments of the function. So guys, over here currently we are not working with any of the arguments right now. We will check that as well in some time. But by default what we were doing is, we were calling this particular display method with the object properties of the person object. But now we want to call it with the player object. So simply we provide apply, and then the first argument that the apply is going to take is the object over here, and this time we will provide a player. So guys, as you can see, we are passing the player object with the apply method over here. So what it will do is, behind the scenes, this particular player object is taking the method from the person and displaying the first name and the last name that is belonging to this player object now. So guys, instead of getting full name is John Doe, we should be getting the full name as Smith Peter this time. So let me just save this file now and try running this code once again over here on the terminal. So now as you can see, full name is Smith Peter this time, and this is how you can apply the method that is belonging to another object with this particular object by passing the player object as the parameter to the apply method over here. So guys, it is somewhat similar to the call method. The only difference between the apply and the call method is the apply method needs a second parameter as the array, whereas the call method needs the list of arguments separated by comma. So guys, over here what we will do is, let us say we also want to provide the age of that particular player. So simply we will provide the age parameter this time, and then after hyphen we will provide the age value over here that is getting passed to this particular function. And then from here, from the apply method, we need to provide the age of the player as well. So simply we will provide comma. Let us see whether we can directly provide the age of the player. So simply we will provide the player object this time, followed by dot, and then we have the age of the player. Let me just save this file now and try running this code once again over here on the terminal. So as you can see, we are getting the error over here. It means for the apply, we are expecting the array as the second parameter over here, but the call method can be used in order to provide the second parameter in this way. So guys, what we will do is, let me just duplicate this line of code over here, and the first line, instead of apply, we will use the call method this time, and for the second line of code, let me just comment out this line of code for time being. So over here, first of all, we are calling the call method with the same parameter, that is player.age, which is not an array this time. Let us see what will be the output. So when we run this code once again, as you can see, full name is Smith Peter followed by 22, which is the age of the player. So in this way, we will be able to use the call method by providing the object as the parameter and the other arguments as well, which wants to use the method that is present in another object, which is person in this case. Now guys, let me just uncomment this line of code over here. What change we have to do to this particular apply method? Simply we need to pass this player.age inside the array. So over here we need to enclose this age within the open and close square brackets. Now guys, we should not be getting any error, and we should get the same output like how we have got over here by using the call method. Let me just save this file now and try running this code once again over here on the terminal. So as you can see, full name is Smith Peter followed by 22 years, and that is how we can use the apply and the call method in order to use the method which is belonging to another object over here by just passing the new object as the parameter to these methods. So always remember the difference between the call method and the apply method. A stands for array over here and C stands for comma over here. So in case you have multiple arguments, you can separate them by using the comma in the call method, whereas in the apply method, since it is starting with A, you need to have the array over here as the second argument. So guys, comment in the comment section below whether you have learned something out of this video. Please make sure that you like this video so that it reaches to more people, and subscribe to this channel so that you get the notifications on upcoming videos as well. I'll see you in the next video, in which we are going to talk about bind method in JavaScript. So stay tuned.